Hi everyone, this is Shelley from Healing Intentions, and this is our full moon posting for May the 24th, 2013. This has our third eclipse that we are experiencing, and this is also a supermoon today. That means that the moon is the closest to Earth that it gets. So if you're finding that this past week has been really intense, hard to maneuver through, it's because the energies are really quite up and down all over the place, a little hectic. So take a deep breath and let's figure out what we need to do from here. Okay, so with this being a supermoon, that means that the phoenix is rising from the ashes. So with the whole month of releasing that we've been doing, getting rid of anything that doesn't work or is no longer for our highest good, or deciding that we can be more, do more, access more in all different ways, then that's what's going on. So we're recreating. We're creating self, we're creating our environment, our lives, the people that surround us, what we like to do in our lives. We may have decided to start a new job, which means ending the one that we were comfortable with, which sometimes can have a little bit of fear and doubt in it. It also means that long-term relationships are changing, anything. It just means that stuff is coming to an end and new things are beginning. Now, what I've found is that the attitude sometimes is a little hard to keep in a positive frame of mind. Um, but if we are willing to take the responsibility for our choices and our actions, we will end up being rewarded. And how we are rewarded is by our obstacles turning into stepping stones to move us on our path, to move us higher, to reach our goals. So now also too, I realize that with that comes the fact that we tend to resist what is scary and new. We tend to resist change. Now, to allow, that's pretty tough to do sometimes, but to allow, to trust our intuition, to understand that we are always provided for, that we are guided to where we need to go, is really what we're being asked to do. And by doing that, there are times where we feel that we are so challenged we're not sure we can do it. So that's where the taking a breath and sitting with self and allowing ourselves to just experience what we're being asked to experience so that we can learn and take what we need and release the rest. And by doing so, when we find it really difficult, what that actually means is that we're doing really well and we are coming to the end of finishing that task. So the tougher it gets, the closer you are to finishing what you were supposed to be learning. So it's actually a good thing. It's just most of the time it doesn't feel like it is. So you need to go easy on yourself. Stop being so critical. Stop being so judgmental towards yourself. I have a pet friend staying with me for a couple of days, and his name is Ace, and he's a real cool little British Terrier. And what I find is they give such unconditional love. There's no judgment. There's no anything other than I'm so happy to see you and feed me please. So it really makes understanding that if we just remember to experience every moment, there can be great joy in everything. It doesn't matter if it's small or big, it doesn't matter if it was hard. There is joy in everything. It's just a matter of your attitude and how you're willing to look at it. Okay? So try and remember that when things get really, really tough, instead of thinking, oh man, what the? Instead, say, oh, no, wait, this is an opportunity for me to become strong. This is an opportunity for me to get a realization of what it is that I need to learn, because I'm being handed this because apparently the powers that be have decided that I have the ability to deal with this. So I'm going to grab it, run with it, and do the best that I can. Okay, so I also need everybody to remember, too, that some of the stress that we are feeling is that, holy man, it seems like for some other people things are going easy, and for some of us it doesn't matter what we seem to do. We continually hit roadblocks, speed bumps. We don't seem to be able to move forward. So understand that you're not the only one going through this. There are a lot of people that are on different paths but hitting the same kind of obstacles, and that also has to do with our attitude and how we decide to approach, how we take responsibilities, how we are willing to change what we need to change. um, But remember too that by doing all of this releasing, we will end up, if you need to take a nap, take a nap. Just, be a little more gentle with yourself. Allow your body to dictate what it is that you need on certain occasions. I notice for myself that chocolate seems to be a very happy thing to partake in when I'm having one of those little moments. But I also know too that it's allowing me to have more energy. It's leading me to more enlightenment. It's allowing me to see and set forth what it is that I truly want to manifest in my life. And I'm noticing that, like I've said before, it's happening so fast, but now it's just such an extreme. A couple weeks back, Source asked me to start painting. I've always colored when I was a child, but I never thought about painting. And then buying acrylic paints and stepping into a new area of artistry was something that really opened my eyes to how we express ourselves. So maybe start small, maybe try something that you haven't tried before, see how it fits with you, but understand that right now is a time for all artists. We're blooming, we're becoming more creative, we're developing new ideas that seem to be switching the energy up or enlightening other individuals through our work. So do that, remember, and recommit to how you want your life to look. So I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but I needed to make sure that everybody knew that, we're recreating ourselves, we're shedding the old. You've done a lot of good work, so you need to give yourself a little bit of credit on that and understand that now is the time that because you've done all the releasing, now you'll get the rewards. So I want everybody to have a really good night. Love yourself, see yourself. Actually, kind of give yourself a little pat on the back because you're still moving forward and you're doing really, really well. So I hope everybody has a great full moon tonight and recommit to yourself, recommit to your true heart's desires and what is for the highest and greatest good for yourself and for your environment and the world that you're trying to create. And I will talk to you soon. Love ya. Bye.